Hi, today we're going to learn how to use Fotomorph, basically a program that allows you to morph two pictures into one. Okay, for the first step we're going to locate and save both pictures that we would like to interchange. I'm choosing two presidents. First one's going to be George W. Bush. My recommendation is normally with a Google search you have search more options. You can click on size large. You can make sure it's a large picture so that you have good quality. It will really improve and really upgrade all your works if all the stuff you do. If you use good quality pictures, you can see the numbers on the bottom indicate the size, the measurement. The larger the higher the numbers, the larger the picture, and so to better quality. So we're going to left click the picture, save image as. We're going to select the file, preferable somewhere you will remember it. Maybe create a new folder for this project titled Fotomorph. So we have George Bush. Now I'm going to go back into Google Images. I'm looking for a picture of Barack Obama. Now you will notice I'm going to select very similar pictures. In order for the effect to be, for the transition to come out very good, it's best if they are almost identical pictures. At least the pose is identical, meaning I chose a profile picture. Now I'm going to choose a profile picture of Barack Obama that will be very much the same as George Bush. You can choose other pictures. It just might not come out as cool as a transition. The transition won't look so natural because the picture will have to make a big change. Okay, so I'm saving it in the same folder. Now step 2, I'm going to open up Fotomorph to start. So on the left hand side I have my tabs. I'm going to start a new project. Now under new project I have a few options. I'm going to go to morph sequence. Later on I'm going to show you how to use the other options. But for now we're going to do morph sequence. Now at the top you can see we have 4 tabs: images, animation, and presentation. So we're going to go to images. And now we have the left picture and then the right picture. So right now we're going to load picture. So we're going to do open on the left side. It's going to be the first picture. So I'm going to do George Bush. He's going to turn into Obama. So I'm going to click on the left side and then again open and put in Obama's picture. Now there's a slight change between them. Right now my goal is to try to match the eyes. How am I going to do that? If you can notice, I can make the images smaller and change the sizes. So I'm going to start playing around with the sizes, with the measurements of the picture, moving them around a little until I see that on the bottom, the box that's marked as alignment, I can tell that both the eyes are identical. It will save. It will make the process of morphing one picture into the next much easier later on. So once I have both pictures aligned properly and I'm happy with the result, if you look on the top, we went into the tab labeled control. Basically we're going to control the picture now. If you can see, I'm making a dot on the left eye and dot on the right eye. And then I go over to the next picture and I make sure I actually move the dot to the right place. So therefore I am telling the computer this is where one eye will be and the next eye will be at the same place. And so I'm going to select various points around the face, the earlobes, the nose, the mouth, the teeth, and just go all around the picture making sure I'm aligning the dots. Once again, if I put a dot on George Bush's nose, I'm going to look at President Obama's nose and to make sure that that yellow dot is in the identical spot, the exact same spot. That way when I will actually create the movie, make a movie out of these pictures, the transition will be perfect. Meaning the computer will know that George Bush's nose needs to turn into Obama's nose. So you can see the chin. We can also go around the jacket, putting various points around the jacket. It's a strategic points, strategic places, making sure they're identical. Remember, the more dots you put in, and also the more you make sure that they are in the right place, the better quality your picture will be. The better quality the transition will be. Tell that I zoomed in. Have the zoom option in the middle of the screen with magnifying glass. Really going in, making sure I'm aligning up the lips. You can even tell on the bottom the box with the basically the final product. You can almost looks as if George Bush is Obama. The similarities between them almost identical. Now at the bottom you can press play to check out your work, to look at you can see the transition slowly from George Bush to Obama, and on the left side of the screen you can see we have a few options to delay it, a delay at the beginning, delay at the end, the duration of the transition. You can make it shorter, you can make it longer, and if you go into the final product, and if you go into the animation tab on the top, you can really get proper control of your animation. Okay, once you're happy with it, it is very important to save the project. Actually, I went back to correct a few things. I noticed that the transition between the shoulders wasn't identical. If you notice that George Bush's shoulders a bit higher than Obama's, so therefore I want to put another dot to help the computer manipulate the picture. I want the computer basically to manipulate the image better. So I went back, put another dot, then went back down to play, checked it out, looks much better. Good. Okay, now I'm ready to save. I actually wanted to delay it a little so people can really see that it's George Bush and Obama. So I'm delaying it at the start and at the end. Go back, I check it out. very pleased with the transition. So now I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to go back to the tab called title project. I'm going to save. Okay, I'm going to save it back in that file. If you can notice the format, the save type as, it's a Fotomorph format. So this will be saved in a form of project that I can always come back and edit and change. Okay, this won't actually create a video, rather this is going to create a project that's going to be only good in Fotomorph. But now I want to actually use it as a movie. Okay, so I'm going to go back to animation, the tab on the right. I'm going to go to export. I want to send it elsewhere. So now I can play around. You see there are a lot of formats. There's all sorts of Flash formats for the online. I can even create an AV movie out of it. But I'm going to go for GIF. I really enjoy using GIF. I can change obviously the quality, high, medium, or low. I'm going for high quality. Once again, select the folder that you've been using until now, and give it a name, a unique name that you will remember that this is the final project. You can name it final movie, or presentable, or final animation. I'm calling it Georgian Obama. Right, save. Now you give it a while, wait, make sure it's fully saved, otherwise it will only save part of the morphing sequence. You won't have a full picture if you don't let it complete. It might take up to a minute or so. Be patient. Now it's done. I can close the program. I can close Fotomorph, and I can actually open up the file, my file name. See, it looks like it appears as an image. That's the uniqueness of the GIF. I'm gonna left click it and open with, and I'm gonna select Internet Explorer, and now it's gonna open up as a web page. And you can see the movie is working automatically. I don't need to click any buttons, nothing, no special player. And there you have yourself a nice morph sequence of George Bush and President Barack Obama. And you can pretty much create it with anything. You can make a human being turn into an animal, whatever you'd like. So please tune in to the rest of our videos. Thank you.